we can do this! Hey, what is up guys, it is Annelies, and I am here in the Tech Corner, which means this is a tech video for you guys. And in today's Tech Corner video, I will be talking about the newest addition to my technology family, and that is my iPhone 7 Plus. So yes, guys, I got an iPhone 7 Plus for Christmas. I didn't actually get it on Christmas. I got it a couple weeks before. I got it on December 8th, so I've had my phone officially for a month and a day as of recording this video, and I absolutely love it. I got it as an early Christmas present from my mom. Thanks, Mom. And it was something that we had kind of talked about. We all wanted to get new technology, and so she was kind of like, hey, as soon as we have the money, we'll get it. And we got the money, so I ordered it and I got it. It took like 2 weeks to get here, which was too long. No, I take that back. It took a month to get here. I ordered this on election day. Let's not talk about it. And it took a whole month to get here. Come on, the phone had been out for a couple months already, Apple. But I have it now, and I love it, and it's so wonderful. I am here today to tell you what I love about having an iPhone 7 Plus. So this, if you will, is my month with the iPhone 7 Plus review. So I've recorded this video 3 times, and it's just problem after problem. So we're gonna get through this thing speedy and intricately and collectively, and I look like I'm trying to rap, but I'm not. Let's go. First things first, I am going to do one of my classic not unboxings. If you don't know what that is, I'm not unboxing it because it's already been out of the box, but I'm just showing you what the box looks like. This is the box for the iPhone. I like keeping my iPhone boxes because they're nice and sturdy. I ripped out the guts to it. But in case if this is your first iPhone, it comes with a couple accessories inside that box. You get a lightning cable to charge it, a 5-watt adapter to plug it into the wall and also charge it. You get some headphones, which are called earpods. Something that you may know with the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus is they do not come with your traditional auxiliary port. So instead, with your headphones, they charge using the lightning connector. So this just plugs in where you normally charge your phone. Boom, so economical, don't need a whole bunch of ports. But wait, Annelies, I have headphones that I really like using that plug in with the auxiliary port. Well, ta-da! Adapter for you. This is lightning, this is the reverse end of a headphone jack. You plug it in, yeah, perfect. I've never actually had to use this, but what I do is I put it in my wallet, so that way it always comes with me, because I always need my wallet with me, and if I'm ever in a situation where I need somebody to pass the aux cord, I've got my adapter. So moving on from what is in the actual box, let's talk about what is in the actual phone and what is about this actual phone. So to get started with the basics, yes, I got the iPhone 7 Plus. I got it in silver, classic silver. All my stuff is silver, so I like things to match. But I got an iPhone 7 Plus in silver with 256 gigabytes. All the gigabytes. As you guys know, with me being a YouTuber, I'm going to need all the gigabytes to do some videos, like my vroom videos. I shoot it all on my iPhone. So of course, I'm going to need all the gigabytes to put the videos on here. Bunch. My iPhone 7 Plus replaces my iPhone 6. Yes, a 6, not a 6S, a 6. So here's the 6. Here is the 7 Plus. Wow, look at that size difference. It's a 4.7-inch screen on this bad boy here and a 5.5-inch screen on this guy. It is an upgrade of real estate, and that is one thing that has always attracted me to the Plus models, especially when the 6 Plus that came out with this guy came out. I really wanted to get one, but I was coming over from a 4S, and that was a big enough jump as is. So I was like, let's take it slow, Annelies. Just go to the 6. We'll upgrade one of these days. 6S came out, and I was like, I don't need the 6S Plus. My 6 is still working. That one started dying, and conveniently a new phone came out. I got my 7 Plus. I love the large screen. It's something that with me being on my phone just always has been really handy because I'm sending emails, I'm doing homework. Yes, I do homework on my phone, taking notes, taking pictures of assignments or things I need to remember, recording video while I'm at school, maybe I'm in one of my feeder classes, recording one of my performances, sending emails, accessing homework files, accessing the websites to my teachers. I use my phone so much, I honestly think I should be able to get a tax deduction on it because this is the work thing, this is the school thing, this is a personal thing, but I love it. The screen, so beautiful and big. And something that honestly always appealed me to the iPhone 7 Plus is, wow, landscape and portrait portrait mode on the entire phone. That is right, folks. So I can turn my phone sideways, the whole phone rotates, which is just really neat. And look at all those, that just looks so beautiful, all those rows. It's just, so your phone rotates, so all your apps rotate. Not all of your apps, only if the developer designed it to rotate, but otherwise all of the Apple apps will rotate on your phone as well as your home screen. So something that I can see, which you might not be able to see if you can look at it here, I can have my whole list of emails next to a message. So if I open up my HBO Now email, I can see a whole list of emails here, including my email on the right. So if I'm needing to like look at an email and multitask and find other emails, I can do that here. That's just something I like. Just the aesthetic look of it is really convenient, and I feel like it helps me with my productivity, especially if I need to look at my calendar week at advance, like week at a glance, or if I'm looking at a document. Just having the bigger real estate is so nice and easy for just like everything. So moving on, another thing I absolutely love about having a new phone, and a new phone being the iPhone 7 Plus, is the camera. So the camera is magnifique on here. So the camera, it features a 12 megapixel camera on the back for the eyesight, and on the front, the FaceTime camera is a 7 megapixel camera. So it's the first time that the megapixels on the front of the phone have been updated, but it was a 12 megapixel camera on the iPhone 6s. So that had already been updated before. A new thing that you might see on the back of my phone here, compared to like what a previous generation looks like, is look at the camera here and look at how much bigger it is here. Nope, you're seeing that right. So there are 2 cameras on the iPhone 7 Plus. So not on the 7, this is exclusive to the 7 Plus. So you have your regular eyesight camera, that's your main lens here. The secondary camera on the iPhone 7 Plus is a zoom telephoto lens. So what that means is that you can essentially get a really clear zoom whenever you're trying to zoom in on a picture or a video. This is just a deeper focal length, I guess the word is. It can zoom further, and then your picture isn't gonna get all pixelated. So something you may have noticed is the further you zoom out, sometimes the picture gets fuzzy. With the secondary zoom lens, you can zoom out further and it's not going to get as fuzzy because it's going to be a lot clearer, which is really nice if you want to take pictures, which honestly, if you have an iPhone, this is like one of the best cameras you can have. You know, people always say this all the time, the best camera you own is the one you have with you. I always have this with me. It takes magnificent photos. Going along with the photos, something that is new to me with the iPhone 7 Plus is live photos. What live photos are is it records 1.5 seconds of video before the photo is taken and 1.5 seconds of video after the photo is taken. So it kind of has this like moving Harry Potter picture, if you will. Let me show you an example. So this is one of my puppers, Roxy. You guys know her from being in the background of my videos. And if I do a force press or use 3D touch on my screen, it now moves and you can hear audio with it, and it's so cute. But otherwise, the photo looks like this. I can print this photo out, I can put it on Instagram, do whatever I want with it, but it's still a live photo. So if I want to view it or send it to you or send it to somebody, I think you have to have an iPhone though to view live photos, but you can still see the video later, or you can still see the liveness of it later, which is something I really enjoy, especially having dogs, having little nephews. My best friend sends me pictures all the time of my nephews and they're always moving. I've got a 1.5-year-old nephew and a couple of week-old nephew, and it's something that it's nice to see, you know, them in the picture. It's like taking the moment, not just taking a picture, taking a picture of the moment, which I really enjoy. Another super cool thing with the camera that is exclusive to the iPhone 7 Plus is something called portrait mode and or depth effect and or bokeh effect. It's something that it's referred to as portrait mode, but yet when you take the picture is labeled as a depth effect photo, so it's kind of weird. And if you know what bokeh effect, that's what it's doing. So what a bokeh is, or depth effect, or a portrait mode, or whatever, is with the iPhone 7 Plus, it's something that I believe is still in beta right now, but what it does is if I were taking a picture of like me, it would select me as like the focal point and blur everything else back here. So essentially your subject is in focus and everything else is not. It makes this really cool artsy fartsy looking picture. I've got some examples that I'll show you right now, and this is what they look like, and they're really cool because it just makes your like camera photography skill quality go like through the roof. It makes a picture look so like professional quality. It really does, and it's giving you a bokeh effect that, you know, you can do with editing. You can make that effect with editing, but it doesn't look as clean. I would say with the depth effect, you do have to have natural daylight, and it will tell you on that. Either bring the subject closer or further away, have more light involved, and if you have natural light, it it makes the picture look so much cleaner, and it has a better responsiveness for selecting the subject. But that's a really fun thing I've been playing around with. I would definitely say if you're using depth effect, don't plan on using it on a subject that you need to take photos quickly. I was trying to take pictures of my dog. She was excited. She was moving around, and they didn't turn out so well. But then I did get one where she was like calm and sitting still, and I got a really nice one of her outside. Another nice thing about depth effect is that it takes one of each type of picture, so one depth effect photo and one regular photo. Because there have been some pictures that I took with depth effect that didn't turn out as well in depth effect, but it did take a normal picture. So like the focus range wasn't correct on the portrait mode, and so it kind of like did a weird blurriness, but then the regular picture still looked good. So you get two pictures, so that way you can choose what one you like the best. Oh my gosh, this thing I was so excited about. This I was so stoked about. Front-facing flash, guys. So, that is so cool. Okay, so it started with the 6S, came out with the 6S. You can tell I'm excited right now. So the 6S introduced a front-facing flash, and the 7 and 7 Plus also have it. And what front-facing flash does is if you have the camera in selfie mode, a la facing me, hello, you're using your front camera. What front-facing flash does is I'll kind of angle it this way so you can see it. It lights up your whole display. Did you see that? That was so cool. I would personally say if you're taking a picture that has maybe like kind of low light, not entirely, maybe it just doesn't have the best lighting, I dare you. If you have front-facing flash, if you have an iPhone 6S or newer, try using front-facing flash in kind of like decent lighting, and it will up your selfie game through the roof, because it is something that the front-facing flash is True Tone flash, which is the same thing that's on the back of your camera, which essentially takes in your surroundings and gives you the right amount of like yellow and red and like, I can't think of the word, or kind of like a pinkish light and then white light, and it kind of combines that to make the best flattering light for you and your skin tone, so that way people aren't washed out and people don't have like red eyes, and it just makes pictures look really natural and nice. Next time you're taking a selfie, just try throwing on an extra front-facing flash, and I can tell you it's gonna look beautiful. Now you do have the feature on Snapchat too, so even if you don't have a 6S or newer, you can still get it through Snapchat. It's just the Snapchat quality photos aren't always the best. And then the last thing, as a YouTuber, that I really do enjoy about the camera is the video quality. So taking pictures. So with the video quality on this phone, I can take video at 1080p, which is full HD at 60 frames per second, which is nice and smooth and buttery. And I can also take 4K video at 30 frames per second. What? That is so dope. Like, I have a 4K camera. Now, of course, it's not at 60 frames per second, which is what makes your video smoother. And I have not seen a gigantic difference by just looking at it on my phone between 1080p and 4K. It's something that I'll definitely have to try recording some 4K, importing it to my computer and seeing what it looks like. But either way, the video I normally record on 1080p and 60 frames per second is beautiful on here. It is stunning, and it's so nice to take pictures and video on this guy. Take my vlogs, I do all my Vroom video almost strictly on my iPhone. To be able to have such a great camera in the palm of my hand that I have with me always is just like top notch. I'm totally here for it. Okay, moving on to the next thing that I would just have to say quickly that I do enjoy about having a new phone, just a new phone in general, but also a 7 Plus, is the battery life is amazeballs. So the battery life is something like 24 hours or like 14 hours on 3G or something like that, some ridiculous amount of battery life, but mainly my 6 was going downhill. A couple of things were going wrong with this phone, and the battery life was especially one of them, and so I was just ready for a new phone no matter what. And just to say that I can charge my phone up, leave my house in the morning, go to work, then go to school in the evening, and I still have a charge on my phone when I'm using it all day is unheard of. So I just have to say, as somebody who uses their phone frequently, the battery life on the 7 Plus is great, just superb. Now there is another feature that I do really enjoy about having a 7 Plus, and it's something I'm gonna have to say kind of weird. It's a feature called Hey Siri. Okay, cool. So this feature called Hey Siri is really cool because it activates Siri hands-free. Now the reason why I'm kind of saying it weird is because if I say that phrase, it will activate the thing, Hey Siri. both my iPad and my phone just went off. And I guarantee you when I'm editing this video later, and if you're watching this video with any of these pieces of technology, I apologize in advance for your Siri going off right now. Siri is something that I use a ton, and being able to have a hands-free use of it has been awesome, and it kind of makes it like I have my own personal assistant, which that's what Siri is. It's an intelligent assistant, but by being able to say it's on my desk, I can say, hey, text so-and-so, hey, make an appointment at this time, hey, set a timer for this time, while I'm just walking around my room doing things. If I'm somewhere in, like, if I'm getting changed and I think of something without even doing anything, I can just say it loud enough to where my phone can hear it, and then boom, Siri activates, which I've found so handy, and I feel like every day I find more and more practical uses for Siri. And although I say some very mean things to Siri every once in a while, I do truly love her. And the last thing that I have to say that I love about my 7 Plus, kind of already mentioned, is all the gigabytes. I have 256 gigabytes. That's all my podcasts, my Apple Music, my videos, saving movies. I have Cars 1 and 2 on my phone, including all the video I record, and a buttload of podcasts, and just so many apps and all the things. Like, I had 128 gigabytes on here. There's 128 gigs. I got the most at the time. And me being somebody who uses their phone a ton, especially for video, I know that if I needed to record video and then edit it from my phone, this thing would be able to do that. I have a computer in the palm of my hand. How crazy is the 21st century? Come on, like, this is... What? That's insane! Wow! Overall, guys, I love my 7 Plus. I was really focused on the first week that I had it, if I was going to return it or not, because I bought it from Apple. They have a 14-day return. I was just like, okay, what if I don't like this? What if this is something I can't handle? What if the screen size is too big for my hands? Am I making the right decision with this phone? This is a big decision. And overall, I have to say, yes, I made the right decision. I love my 7 Plus, and I thank you guys. If you're looking for a 7 versus a 7 Plus, and if you can just like physically hold it, there's some people whose hands are very small. I have large hands, I can almost encompass this whole phone. But if you're somebody who can at least hold it, you know, for once, for a second, like just to be able to handle it just for a second, I was concerned. I was like, oh, this is gonna drop on my hands, all that stuff. It really doesn't. It fits in my pocket fine. It's really nice, and I really enjoy having a 7 Plus, and I don't think I'm ever gonna go back. So that is it for my 7 Plus month review, whatever you want to call this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I hope this has been informative and maybe helping you in your decision of going 7 versus 7 Plus. If you have any specific questions that maybe I didn't answer in this video, please leave them in the comment section down below, or tweet me with any questions that you may have, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If you enjoy videos like these and maybe want to see a what's on my iPhone 7 Plus video, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you have any other iPhone related questions or iPhone related videos that you'd like to see, leave that in the comment section down below too. I always appreciate suggestions because Lord knows I love talking about my tech, and if you guys have anything you'd like to see, I'll probably like to make it. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to get notifications for when I upload a video, go ahead and hit the bell next to the subscribe button, so that way your notifications are turned on for me, so that way the next time I post a video, you will get directly notified about that, and then you can go ahead and go watch it. If you want to follow me on any of my social media links, those are down in the description below. Feel free to go check that all out. Otherwise, I think that is it for me. Like I said, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!